Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Ravens Outpost, and this is Morning Coffee with Lee. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon to those out there. How's everybody doing this morning? Max, you are the first one to jump in there. Second was Jen. How y'all doing? Ray, how are you doing? This early thing, going to bed early. Proud that we're inspired. My PFF 58 years to ask me, "You feeling okay?" My response depends on your definition of feeling and okay. Maggie Dorr, good morning. Sandra Piper, good morning. Let's see. Take my morning sip. Yeah. Let's see. As you can tell by the title of today's episode, I'm curious to what everybody thinks. They've released documentation that in some places is highly redacted, and some of it's barely legible. some of the stuff is just barely legible. Regarding the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Was it an inside job? We don't know. Well, not officially, but if the government's telling you anything, 2/3 of the time it's a damn lie. You can guarantee that. Let's see. Let us. Good morning or good evening. Good evening. Exactly. But, there's people in the know that have been interviewed way back in the day that stated they believed the CIA had everything to do with it. They colluded to make Oswald their patsy. That's around the same time they started the MK Ultra stuff. So theories abound. Morning, Richie. Lady Lots. I like that. Let's see. Five bombshells that may be lurking in the secret JFK files, including Oswald's CIA links. This is from Skyscape. Is there really anything new in the unseen JFK files and the past revelations are anything to go by, there will be juicy stories about spies, infidelity, and outlandish plots to assassinate or topple Cuban leader Fidel Castro. The FBI and CIA have repeatedly pressured U.S. presidents to retain thousands of sensitive secrets, but it's been 6 decades since John F. Kennedy's 1963 assassination, so what can they still be hiding? That's a damn good question. Why did it take so long? You know? And why are they still hiding stuff? Most of the people that were involved in all of that are gone now. So who are they protecting? And Tucker Carlson said just this: they're not protecting one particular person; they're protecting an institution. Mm. You and I both know there's no such thing as coincidence, right, Ray? Lorette, let's see, what you say? Oh, I missed something here. Nice. Boy, there are some people who would take that comment and run with it. Oh, my Lord. Or luck. Yeah, no such thing. No such thing. The threads of fate are woven. It goes some of this stuff's deep, folks. I mean, deep. There's rumor about the secret UFO files and who we've been in contact with and who we haven't, and who we're working with and who we're not, and all this scary stuff. Um, there have been slight hints and mentions of this stuff for a while, for a long time. I mean, Reagan talked about it. There was a thing under Bush. Good morning, Stevie V. Good morning. Papa C, how you doing, buddy? Yep, there's a no-fly zone in Antarctica. Rumor has it that's where all the Nazis went to. They're in South America. There's a place in South America. I can't remember exactly where it's at. Gosh almighty, I should have pulled up that article, but they're German, and that they do not speak a lick of Spanish there. They they all speak German. Mhm. Yep. A lot of people sit back and ask, what in the world has this got to do with anything? That was 60 years ago. But it's very relevant. I mean, look. Oh, absolutely evil. Absolutely. Somewhere in Brazil. Yep. Mhm. I don't know exactly the name of the town, but it's entirely Germanic. Yeah, that was the swastika symbol, was a religious symbol, but before it was corrupted by the Nazi party. I believe it was a symbol of life and renewal at one point. I think it's one of the reasons why Hitler took it to corrupt it, the whole Third Reich thing, and then toppling of the world powers and all this other stuff. His move forward to good morning, Michael. Mr. Michael Haywood. How you doing? Do you think that's true? I think it was because he was going to let it all be known to us. He was wanting the UFO files to be made public. That's part of it. I think it's just the fact that he couldn't be manipulated the way they wanted him to be manipulated. So yeah, I do believe that's part of it. What's that, Richie? The Raven Clan. That's your new name I'm giving you. Also on Fridays are going to be 20s high. Wow, wow. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting snow Wednesday, Thursday. I've got to let's see. Let's see. Hold on. I missed something here. Hold on, hold on. Let's see. Argentina. Yep. Yep. Buenos Aires. Yeah. We all might have a white Christmas. Uh-huh. Um, I'm looking forward to it. For real. So Here we go in this article. U.S. spy agencies may have stonewalled Congress and the Warren Commission. You think? Several presidents have justified their decision to delay releasing thousands of top secret JFK files, saying they must have they must protect military defense forces, spies, police, and foreign relations. But why do they need protection? David Kaiser, author of The Road to Dallas and an expert professor at the U.S. Naval War College, believes the FBI and CIA may have stonewalled Congress and the courts by not revealing everything they knew about the assassination. He told Politico that the files might shed light on a shadowy spy world figures who may have plotted to kill JFK. Yeah. That tells you, Max, the world's upside down. The rain falls up, but shit travels uphill now. Good morning, Danny. And yeah, I've heard that too. He's also talked about remote viewing. They had someone go missing, right? And it was in somewhere in Africa, and they had a remote viewer um, contracted by the government, federal government, and gave them nearly exact coordinates, longitude and latitude coordinates to get to the fallen craft and get to the person who was missing. They're within, I don't know, about half a mile, I think. Might have been closer to that. All right, this is a very, very valid question. Floridians wear parkas when it's 50. What are you going to do when it hits freezing? That'd be cool. Yeah, this is my wife's attitude. I ain't into shoveling, salting, traveling, slipping and sliding thing, but I love to look out the window at it. If it does snow, and I'm talking maybe a significant amount, 2 to 3 inches, where you're at, are you going to act like a big kid? I mean, I do every time it snows. 51 years old, and I ain't going to change. Oh wow, that's awesome. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I ain't nothing but a big kid. Let's see. If anybody wants to come on for a few minutes, I'll drop the link in chat. Nice. That's hilarious. Here's another thing. The Watergate break-in may have been a setup to ruin Nixon politically. Was the 1972 Watergate break-in part of a CIA plot to bring down U.S. President Richard Nixon? Nixon repeatedly ordered the CIA to hand over files about JFK's shooting, the Bay of Pigs, and the Cuban Missile Crisis, but the agency's then director, Richard Helms, refused, according to Frank Sturgis, a CIA official and one of the 5 Watergate burglars. I believe that Nixon would have uncovered the true facts, Sturgis said in an explosive 1977 TV interview. Nixon, is lucky he didn't get assassinated like President Kennedy got assassinated. Number 3, a Cuban American double agent may have trained Oswald at a CIA camp. Nixon wasn't the only president to tape conversations in the White House. JFK also recorded top-secret discussions about the failed Bay of Pigs invasion, the CIA-backed operation that led to the death or imprisonment of 2,000 Cuban exiles. Was Kennedy's assassination payback? Ferdinand Amandi, who has extensively researched Kennedy's assassination, believes and still classified JFK documents mention hitman Ricardo Monkey Morales, a CIA Cuban double agent who claimed he trained Oswald at a secret CIA camp. JFK assassination expert Jefferson Morley believes the CIA has proof Oswald was involved in a secret operations in 1963, months before JFK's death. Morley, addressing a 2022 press conference, said the operation sought to blame Cuban leader Fidel Castro for an act of violence that could be used as a pretext for a full-scale invasion by the U.S. If Morley is proven correct, the evidence would alter the accepted history of the presidential assassination. The Mary Farrell Foundation, which tracks the JFK files, led a lawsuit in October of 2022 seeking to force the CIA and the FBI to release all the classified information they hold on the Kennedy assassination. Let's see. That's me. Yeah, I am. I'm nothing but a big kid. Michael says, Ray, stay that way. Ray says, no, Michael, that's what Lee said. Me? I'm a mean old bitch. No change coming anytime soon. Don't get your hopes up. uh, let's see. Oh, wow. That is Christmassy weather around here. Okay, going on with the article. Number 4, inconsistent medical reports. The Mary Farrell Foundation, named after the historian and JFK assassination researcher, notes that Warren report investigators never interviewed the president's personal physician, George Berkeley, although he was the only doctor capable of resolving clear discrepancies between the medical reports from Parkland Hospital in Dallas, Texas, where JFK was treated after the shooting, describing wounds originating from the front, and the later report from Bethesda Naval Hospital in Baltimore describing wounds originating from behind. The result to this mystery may be buried in the concealed JFK files. And in the weeks before JFK's assassination, the CIA were following Lee Harvey Oswald in Mexico, but little has been made public about what Oswald did during that 6-day trip. Oswald may have spent time at the Cuban and Russian embassies trying to get visas, although some were believed to believe the visitor was a lookalike. Did the CIA monitor these conversations and others? Who else did Oswald or his double meet? Scholars hope the concealed files will detail the Mexico trip, include internal CIA tapes and transcripts, the reveal House committee reports on the assassination. There are plenty of additional secrets that the U.S. government may want to keep hidden away, including whether there was an ultra right conspiracy on killing Kennedy, or whether Kennedy was killed because he was about to pull out of Vietnam and end the Cold War. But for now, the paper trail and any new evidence may remain tantalizingly out of reach. Let's see. Columbus, Ohio. Okay, that's where you're at, Jen. Okay. So you're not that far from Hoff then, huh? Yes, indeed. Layers are your friend. Until you start looking like Ralphie's little brother in A Christmas Story. Huh. Judy Wheeler, good morning. Good morning. I remember him. I do remember him. I don't see Mr. Lee this morning. If you're watching, good evening, buddy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's out there, but look how much has been covered up. I've said it once, I've said it 100 times, man. I mean, the American people have been treated like mushrooms for years and years, you know? You always hear about, John was hit in the head. His first one was hit the first shot, the way it looks. He was hit in the front, in the neck, right here. There was another shot when he went over, missed him, and hit the guy in front of him. I can't remember his name. And then he come back, and then he was hit in the head. Again, there was at least 4 shots. There's at least 4 shots. So I mean, nobody knew about the motorcade that was going through, but government officials. Um, how was all that set up? You know, probably. Oh, about so much, Stevie B. We've been duped about so much. It goes deeper, and I mean, this is just the tip of a very, very big iceberg. The one that sank the freaking Titanic. Even it's just crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, I would say so. I'd say our names have been on the list for a while. I do. I believe our names have been on this list for a while. Okay, okay. Just putting it out there if anybody wants to jump on and conversate for a minute or two. Uh, I'm just curious as to how much. Now, I have looked at some of the stuff that's been posted. I'm serious. Some of it is some of it's barely legible. It's like they took Xerox copies and made Xerox copies of Xerox copies. And the more you do that, the worse it gets. You can't making copy of a copy. The degradation just keeps getting worse. Merry Christmas, man. How you doing, Pyro? Please do tell. Eric, what's up, man? Good morning. Let's see. I'm very high energy this morning. I got a lot of other stuff going on in the background. Um, you guys ever have them mornings where you just wake up and you feel like you should have just stayed in bed? Let's see. Huh. Well, gee, I wonder what that could mean. Like Oswald was under the thumb of the CIA. I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm doing a lot of that last minute stuff tomorrow. I do. I feel like somebody pulled the plug on me, man. I mean, I started out pretty good, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, I could really go back to bed. And the my get up and go got up and went somewhere, hiding in a corner. Let's see. Oh me. Oh, I can see. I wish I could find that Twitter feed that I found last night. Oh, I found it hilarious. It was it was marvelous. Let's see. Hmm. Got a stinking update for my phone, and all my widgets got moved around. Oh, tag on it. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. You guys might get a chuckle out of this one. This has nothing to do with JFK. This has a lot to do with the Twitter stuff going on right now. Um, Breaking: Elon Musk to appoint Donald Trump Jr. as Twitter CEO after stepping down. Austin, Texas. Twitter CEO Elon Musk has announced his successor at the head of the social media company after a poll revealed that more users would like him to step down from management than the day-to-day operations of the company. After cautioning users to be careful what you wish for, Musk has decided to hand the reins to Donald Trump Jr. after he vacates his position. So y'all don't want me running Twitter anymore? Fine, let's see how you deal with this. He said during a Twitter Spaces session. Twitter has not yet set a date for Trump's takeover, But the son of former President Donald Trump seems ready and willing to run the company. Oh, it's going to be lit. He told a smattering. Leftists had their collective panties in a bunch just because Elon wanted to create a level playing field for political views. But now I'm going to go buck wild on this bird app. He added, think of Fox News, Newsmax, and One American News Network as a social media site. That's what you'll be getting with the new Twitter. Musk is leaving and a major hiring decisions to Trump, who indicated he will install conservative commentator Sebastian Gorka and My Pillow CEO Mike Lindell in key positions at the top echelons of Twitter leadership. We're also in talks with Kanye West to head up the content moderation team, Trump said. They want to bitch and moan about hate speech. I'll show them hate speech. Musk will still retain ownership of the company, but is expected to focus on his other companies. I just want to build electric cars and work on implanting microchips in people's brains. I'll leave the social media stuff to other folks, he said. Have fun. Oh my! Oh, that kills me. I first read that last night, and it's satire. It's satire. It's not real, but it's hilarious. Rock skipping contests. Wow. I don't doubt that. That is nice. All right. Lordy mercy. Mm-mm. Nope. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah, I remember that. My son my son said something like that. I can't wait to be grown up. I said, shut your dirty mouth. Shut your dirty mouth. What are you talking about? Why? Why? I said, you're a kid. You got it made. You're grown up. You have to make it. And you'll barely be doing that. Oh, Jimmy Corsetti's great. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. It's on my to-do list today to watch that. Yep. Amen. Yes, adulting sucks. I said, son, you don't have any worries because I worry about them for you. I said, when you get older, then your goose is cooked. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, and I use it a lot too. Youth is also wasted on the young. Can you imagine if something happened and somebody could genetically turn off that gene that kept us from, you know, achieving our greatest goals, and that's living youthfully for a long time? I mean, you think about it. Look at how long life was lived in the Old Testament. I mean, 600, 800, 1,000 years. Can you imagine? That'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. And all of a sudden, we age dramatically. And there's a certain point where all of a sudden it's just like the rug gets pulled out from under us. Like I said yesterday, we have an expiration date and it's soon. It's like fresh made bread as opposed to the stuff with all the preservatives in it. Fresh made bread, you better eat it within about 3 or 4 days or it molds and goes bad. You can have that stuff you buy off the shelf at Walmart and have it in your cupboard for a month and it still be okay. What? I mean, seriously, what? Um, yes, indeed, it does. That's a whole different show, though. That's right. Tail with it. Yeah, not just a lunch break. We should be able to get out and, have recess, regroup. You know why we don't? You know why we don't have a recess and why we have just mandatory lunch breaks? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why. It's because we're slaves. Don't tell nobody. I'm serious. I'm serious as a heart attack. That's right. I mean, honestly, bread was developed during times of famine. Let's eat bread that it's filler. It's filling. It's not nutritional. There's nothing nutritious about bread. It's filling. It's like rice. It's why you know, in Oriental culture there's so much rice being eaten with food. It's filler. And so you don't eat too much. Ding 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 ding. That's right. And people don't realize this. No, I'm free. I'm making my money. I'm doing my thing. I'm gonna do what I want. Your freedom is an illusion. Your freedom is a big illusion. Get out here and really try to do what you want and see what happens. Nice. Nice. So when you're talking about that, yeah. they had a nutritional property to them, but all the wheat gets bleached and all the chemicals that's put on them. I mean, and you're right. We have, we have, and that's why I wanted to talk about the JFK assassination a little bit, and that has a lot to do with the illusion of our freedom. I mean, who's got the real power in government? Mm-hmm. That would be cool. I found out here not too long ago. My shoulder's so screwed up, I can't even throw. I can't. I need to work on it. I need to do some serious work on it because I'll get to a certain point and my arm's just like, bleh. I can't do nothing. I learned about crop rotation when I was in school. And it seems like they did away with that. These bigger farms, they will continue to plant and continue to plant on the same soil year after year after year and spread pig shit all over it before planting time to try and replenish nourishment to the soil. Absolutely. Right now, I believe that's true, and it's hard for the layman, the regular person, to understand that. They take everything for granted. Here, eat this pile of dog shit that looks like a ham sandwich. You'll enjoy it, and people will eat that shit sandwich and enjoy it. Seriously, they will eat that sandwich and enjoy it. Growing up in farm country, I've seen this happen. Growing up in farm country, I see this happen. I mean, you'll see corn planted in the same place year after year. Yeah. Oh man, it's all of the above, man, I believe. He stood against he was standing against the military industrial complex. And with his assassination, it was a soft coup and they solidified their roots. They sunk their claws and their jaws into us and they're not letting go. That's right. Yes, they are. Thank you, Bill Gates, for the wonderful mystery meat. You think spam is bad? You just wait. Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers they don't cross our names out either. You see, what a lot of people don't think about anymore, they revere these people in government as their betters, as the ones who know better than they do to take care of things. That's why they're there. They totally forget the whole they totally forget the whole voting process, the why they were there, what they're there for. They totally forget that these people in government are our employees. They work for us. There's a reason why they're called representatives. They represent us and our voice. And it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. How many of these politicians get out here and their policies are shit? They have no platform to stand on. They have bullet talking points. Um, Today's fad of what people are disgusted about. Nothing real, nothing tangible. It's not. Spam, off brand stuff called Treat. You ever had it? I mean, it's like spam. Mm, nope. Pretty much. Fried spam for breakfast. Heck yeah, Sandra. That's right. Look, they get it off this, they pull the stuff off the shelf and say, this is sugar because it says so. Right? Because it says so. No. They don't bother to look to see what's in hot dogs. People eat the shit out of hot dogs. People don't check to see what's in that stuff. Good God. You've seen the sodium content in that stuff? Anything processed. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, everybody's time's coming, Pyro. We have, like I said, we have an expiration date on this earth. I believe it needs to be reformed. Um, our Constitution is strong. There needs to be, they need to be amended a little bit here and there to, to set with the times, I guess. That's right. There's stuff that is in my food that I don't want. I, there's a lot of stuff I put in food now when I'm preparing a meal. I don't add salt anymore because there's salt already in it. Like Asian stir fry. I did a stir fry last night and I added no salt to that because the soy sauce is half of it salt. Right. real salt. Um, you know, pink Himalayan salt. Some of the purest out there. Um, pure cane sugar. If you're looking for sugar, raw cane sugar, it's brown. It's not white. It's brown. You get it in the raw. Hmm. That's a good question. Are you talking about shit that's bad for you? Holy Moses. That honey buns. That's sugar on sugar on sugar. That would send me into a diabetic coma. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta stay away from that crap. Yeah, I don't use it anymore. I don't use it anymore. Oh, thank you, Stevie. I appreciate that. I do. Mm, talking. Yeah, when I have salt, when I add salt to food, like I said, I use the pink Himalayan salt, the purest form I can find. Um, there's so much other additives in the salt now, in iodized salt. I try to stay away from that. I used to want that, in my food, but you can get that in many other different ways. I know, right? I know, right? Holy moly. Oh, that's been another great morning, guys. I'm going to wrap this up here and thank each and every one of you for coming by and hanging out and listening to my bullshit this morning. Um, let's see. That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Exactly. Exactly. That's yeah, that's the good stuff. Thank you, Mogs, for stopping by, buddy. Appreciate it. Oh, my pleasure. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Thanks, you guys. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. And like I said, putting up with me this morning and having a cup of your favorite beverage this morning and having this conversation. It's been good. I look forward to it. I really do. And when I miss it, I really miss it. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody, thank you, Jen. You too. Thanks, Max. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Jen, Sandra, Tall Ones, Judy, Papa C, Lorette, Stevie B, Maggie Dorr. Eric, if you're still here, thank you for coming by and hanging out for a little bit. Pyro, thank you for hanging out. Michael Haywood, thank you for hanging out this morning. And if there's anybody I missed this morning, I'm sorry I missed you. I'll try to get you tomorrow. Hopefully we can do it again tomorrow. And we'll just hang out. I'm gonna I'm gonna put the link in chat again tomorrow if you want to hop on and we'll have a conversation about wherever you want. It doesn't matter. And till tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. That's habit for me to say that. 11:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you like what you've heard, hit that like button. If you want to share it with your friends. Help the channel grow. And let's see. Still watching chat here. Yeah, help the channel grow. Just send a like, put a comment in the comment section below. Share the video. And goodbye, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day. And until tomorrow, I love you, mean it. Bye.